welcome back. This is the last topic that we are going to look at, discuss on this module: creating value, creating a store of value. As an investor, before you make any investments on cryptocurrency, you need to first of all do your research. You have to research that coin, and it's part of fundamental analysis. We will discuss how to research coin, but for you to research and get to understand how the value of that coins will increase over time, especially without technical analysis, you need to know the matrix or the factors that determine or influence the value, how the value of a cryptocurrency appreciate or decrease. So these factors that we are going to discuss, they are 10 in number, are called the crypto investment matrix. So these factors you should research and understand how they apply to the coin that you want to invest in, especially if you have a plan to hold a coin for a long time. The value of crypto is that it does exactly what users want money to do: store consistent value and act as a medium of exchange for goods and services globally, not just locally. So what determines the value of a cryptocurrency, and how does this affect the long-term appreciation in value of the coin? The first thing that you need to look at that determines or influence the long-term value of a coin is utility. The utility of the crypto project that the coin is derived from. When we discussed about tokenization, we said that crypto coins mainly are tokenized from crypto projects. So that project associated with that coin, the utility that the market, if the utility of that project is viable and promising, that will drive the value of that coin. For instance, Ethereum, the value of Ethereum, which is Ether, is derived from because of the utility of Ethereum, which Ethereum network. Another coin, if you look at most of the innovative coins, you find out that they have exponential, a very fast increase in value appreciation due to the utility. So comparing to other coins. Another thing that influence the value of cryptocurrency is supply and demand. Supply and demand is the most important factor of cryptocurrency price. Rising demands or appetite of or rising or increasing appetite of investors to hold a certain coin increase the value of the coin. So, for instance, if the demand of that coin increase, the value of that coin increase. We saw it happen when Elon Musk and some other celebrity pick interest on a coin called Doge, and you'll find how Doge, within a space of week, shoot to the moon. So this was because of the demand, the hype created around it trigger off a kind of demand that people started to buy the coin, and because of that demand, the price increased. Another matrix that you should look at that also help in increasing the value of coin is what we call supply cap and scarcity. You know, every cryptocurrency have a supply cap. Every cryptocurrency have a supply cap. That is, the supply of cryptocurrency is not infinite. It's finite. It have a fixed amount that that will not be exceeded. You know, so this supply cap influence the value of cryptocurrency. If the supply cap, like for instance, Bitcoin is one of cryptocurrency that have the lowest supply cap, and then think about it. Because of this low supply cap, there is a scarcity of that coin. So when there is a demand of that coin and there is a scarcity of that coin, the price of that coin will increase exponentially, because there is a few of the coins to sell. So supply cap have a greater impact on the value of cryptocurrency. So when the quantity of the crypto that is in circulation, if there are excessive amounts in circulation coupled with weak governance that ensure the supply cap is not exceeded, such coin is not advisable to hold for long term, because if there is excessive supply, for instance, you will see this thing, you will see the impact of this of supply cap around SRP, Ripple. You know, a lot of people there is a high demand. There was a time when people were buying Ripple because of the market capitalization. But if you look at it, Ripple have a great high amount of supply cap. The supply cap is the coin that is in circulation is much. So because of that, the value didn't increase rapidly, because there is excessive supply of Ripple in the market, in the crypto market. So although it have a supply cap, but the supply cap is much, and because of that, it didn't drive scam. Because if the supply cap is limited or very small, when the demand rise and then the supply doesn't balance with the demand, or the supply is lower, then the price will increase. So these are the things that you need to check. You know, you need to research it before you invest. You need to check the supply, the circulation, the amount of coins that are in circulation, the supply and demand, the utility, you know, so that you will make a better decision when you want to buy or hold a coin that we appreciate, and you make a reasonable profit out of it. So the next factor we are going to look is cost of production. This cost of production is the amount of money spent, the direct cost and opportunity cost of producing a coin also also a factor to look at, which determine the value of a cryptocurrency. Also, this cost of production is what makes Bitcoin a very highly valued cryptocurrency, because the cost of producing a Bitcoin is very high. The cost of producing Bitcoin is very high. You know, the cost of mining a Bitcoin is very high. Because of that, it also affects the value of cryptocurrency, because for you to mine a new Bitcoin, you know, it it is very high, and it's not everybody can afford it. So Bitcoin, for example, has a high cost of production. The resource and the energy that have been put into the mining of Bitcoin can be seen as a reason why Bitcoin has value. So the next other thing we look at is the loss of supply increasing. This implies to coin lost forever, which may be trapped on the wallet of deceased traders, or wallet the traders has lost their password or access to. This assumed loss is factored into the value of the coin, because the more this happens, the price could increase, because the total supply in circulation would have been essentially reduced. So the way loss of supply affects the value of cryptocurrency is that when there is a loss of supply, it will increase the scarcity, and when there is increase in scarcity, then the value of that coins will increase. The next thing we have to look is mass adoption. If there is a mass adoption, if a coin gains mass adoption, its value can shoot through the roof. This is because the total number of the most coins of crypto coins are limited, and an increase in demand leads to a direct increase in price. Then another factor that we look at is inflation of fiat currency. For instance, this plays out during when Turkey Turkey currency was devalued. A lot of people start to buy Bitcoin because they are afraid, because they are afraid of holding their fiat money, which is losing value, and because of that, it drives up the value of Bitcoin. So whenever you see an inflation in a country, most times it will result to people spending or buying cryptocurrency, exchanging cryptocurrency, and this also increase the price of cryptocurrency. Say, if the price of a fiat currency is devalued or fall, then the price of Bitcoin would go up with respect to that currency, because people will start buying in order to save the value of their money. Because if they have their money within the fiat, it will lose the value. Another thing is the node count. Node count is a good indicator of the value of a cryptocurrency. Node count is a measurement of how many active wallets on the network exist, which can be searched on the internet or on the home page of the currency. So you can easily know how many active wallets exist on the network. This also have an effect on the cost on the value of cryptocurrency. Another thing that we look at is the market capitalization and liquidity. So this also, market capitalization and liquidity also is something that you have to check the market capitalization of the coin before you invest in that coin. You have to check the market capitalization and liquidity before you invest in that coin. Most times, market capitalization and liquidity are the basic metrics that they use to rate cryptocurrency. Then the next thing is the spread and the hype and public sentiment. I talked about Dogecoin shooting to the moon because of the hype. So these are the key metrics that you look at when you want to invest in the cryptocurrency. If there is a lot of public sentiment around that coins, you know that coins will always be increasing in value. So that's the major metrics. So whenever you want to make a investment decision, always look at these metrics before you buy a coin, because these metrics are what will determine the price of the coin. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.